think I made this a little hot.
Good morning. Well, it's 6:30, I think. Obviously, it's still dark outside. I am about to drink the very hot coffee that I made. And how did I sleep? I slept. I slept all right. I did wake up every hour to a symphony of howling. And I recorded of it. I recorded some of it. So here, enjoy the beautiful symphony of, I think, coyotes. I mean, I hope it's coyotes and not anything else. Just saying. Fun, right? And then also, never happened to me before. I just had a worm in my tent, and as I'm trying to get it out of my tent, it fell into my coffee. So I had to make new coffee because I don't know what kind of worm that was. What if the hot water squeezed some sort of juices out of this worm? So, yeah. So, I'll have to really get to the next water source pretty soon. Anyway, still drinking my new coffee now. It is about 7:50 a.m. and I am starting my day. Let's make it happen! Okay, walking up to a logging area. I haven't heard any logging trucks today, so I don't know if they are off, if the logging season's over. I don't know how that works. And I am about 4 miles away from a water source, so I have about a liter of water until then. You see this friend? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, hello. Hello. Yeah, I remember. People did tell me I'm gonna have a water crossing. So I guess this is happening. We've got some water crossing happening. Gotta take my shoes off and put my sandals on. Look at those white blazes. You'll always want to tie your shoes to your pack and not hold them because you could lose them. And then if you get the sandals going. Now I am usually the most worried about slippery stuff. So I'm gonna put my phone away because of slippery. Gosh, that brought back some memories. Some PCT River Crossing memories, my goodness. I mean, it was nothing like the PCT crossings, but, you know, taking the shoes off, all that stuff. And I was thinking, because my feet were already wet from the grass, and I was like, do I really take my shoes off because my feet are wet anyway? And I always recommend, yes, do it anyway, because when the actual sneaker or the actual trail runner gets wet, that is worse than if you have just wet socks from grass. So I always recommend, if you can take your shoes off, do it. The spider web extravaganza is really out of control right now. Man, today I wanted to hike a good amount and then get into Dalton tomorrow. I am seriously considering quitting in about 9 miles. I will have hiked around 260 miles and seriously considering quitting because of the spider webs. And of course hiking the rest in November or end of October when these a-holes are not creating all these webs. I mean, the thing is, spider webs are really nothing in a way, but they make hiking not a pleasure. And being that this hike was supposed to be a pleasure for me, I'm really contemplating it. So, y'all know, in order for me to quit something, it has to be really obnoxious. And the spider webs are not, I'm not enjoying it. It was supposed to be an enjoyable hike. And it would be if the spider webs weren't around. This is a really wonderful path today. So yeah, just telling you my thoughts. Looks like we have another water crossing coming up. Well, that's one delicious water source. Actually, it's not that bad. It does look a lot more milky from a distance. Okay, shoes off again. I think taking the shoes off is the most frustrating part about this stuff. It just takes forever, but it's better than having wet shoes. So it does look steeper. Deeper? Deeper, not steeper. Deeper there. I might go over there. Made it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Or as my little buddy says, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, is a dream that you dream of once in a lullaby. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble meets like where trouble melts like lemon drops. High above the chimney top, that's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Dream that you dare to dream. I don't know the words. Really do come true. Oh. Okay, it is 1:30 and I had lunch. I had ramen. What else did I have? Ramen and like a Slim Jim kind of thing. And now I'm going downhill. That's cool. We got stairs, y'all. Stairs. Just went to this here privy, just so you see. This one's a nice one. Boom, boom, toilet paper and everything. There's trash cans and I'm just, yeah, I need to get water, so I don't want to put my pack down twice. Just gonna keep walking. And I only have until tomorrow to really have to worry about trash. Actually, let me get water right here. Look at all these butterflies. Hard to see them. Cute. So I went past the trailhead where I had thought about quitting. That was my first goal, to make it past it. And I want to talk about quitting. Honestly, I have two feelings about it. At one side, there's really nothing wrong with quitting. Like, that is your choice. If that is what you need to make yourself feel happy and healthy, you should quit. On another side, I kind of feel like, man, quitting just reinforces that behavior. So I have this theory. I'll ruffle some feathers, but I feel like once a quitter, always a quitter. And that is not to be mean. That's like, it's an easy thing to get used to. So for example, yellow blazing, right? All of you know I'm not a fan of yellow blazing. Yellow blazing is when a person chooses out of their own will to skip a section. Not because there's a fire, not because there's a storm, not because there's flooding. No. Yellow blazers is kind of a word for people who are just like, they're just choosing to skip sections. And you can do that. that is your prerogative. However, when you start skipping one section, it is so likely for you to keep skipping other sections. And you're just becoming into the habit to keep skipping, to keep quitting. And so for me, I could really feel that today because I knew I was going to be done tomorrow, right? I knew tomorrow was my last day. I'm gonna hike into Dalton. I knew that I would have to come back to finish the rest, I think 60, 70 miles within the next month or so. But I knew I was quitting tomorrow. So it was very easy for me to justify, why do I have to hike until tomorrow? I could just quit now. And yeah, I could. I didn't need to torture myself. And I have another 11 miles for my goal today. I'm not sure I'll meet the 11 miles, but who knows what I am about to experience in the next 11 miles. But I knew that if I quit today, I would not feel good about myself. And also, I don't want to perpetuate quitting for myself. I am not quitting the Pinhoti because I just choose to. I mean, but that's because I have to go to my mom's. And I already have a ticket. And there was a storm. And there was Pinhoti Fest. And my mom asked me for help. I actually decided to leave that early because my mom asked me for help. I was going to just finish the trail and then go up to Vermont, but she asked if I could help her with something, and I was like, okay. So now I have a deadline. So anyway, the whole idea about quitting is there's nothing inherently wrong with quitting, but it does perpetuate that that mindset that just keep quitting. No, at some point you just gotta keep going. You gotta fight through the uncomfortable stuff. And I needed to make it past this trailhead to force myself to keep hiking, for real. The other time that I felt like the whole quitting thing comes in, you know, when I was on the PCT, I had a continuous footpath, and then there was another fire, and then we had our continuous footpath interrupted, and we were missing 1.4 miles. Those 1.4 miles don't seem like much. But what they represented is for us to be able to justify future quitting. Like, the next time we had to make a choice was when there was a fire near Crater Lake and Diamond Lake. And if we had not had that interrupted footpath, how much do you want to bet that somewhere and I would have hiked that road walk? But because we had a interrupted footpath, we had already skipped 1.4 miles. It was easier for us to justify, all right, well, we'll skip those 60 miles and we'll come back later, which is what I did. But it shows how quitting once influences the other decisions that are coming up. And personally, I felt really bad having skipped that section. I did not think it was the right decision. I did it because I didn't want to do it by myself. So, but I felt really bad about it. And that is why I had to leave the West Coast, knowing that I have a continuous footpath, a connected footstep. Some of you are like, it's not really continuous because you did skip around. Okay, so it's a connected footpath. I had to make sure it was connected. And that's just like me talking about quitting. I'm not imposing, spider. I'm not imposing my opinion, but you are watching my channel. So I will give you my opinion, and then you can do whatever you want with it. Look at what I just found. Look at that. What the heck? That's for me. I'm the only road runner on this here trail. How cool. They're like, don't worry, I'll pick this up once you have passed through. An avid follower. Are you kidding me? I'm taking this with me. You do not have to come back for this. This was way too much of a climb to come back for it, honestly. Like, for real? I am not making you get back up. I'm taking it because that is like the coolest thing to see in the middle of nowhere. I love it. Oh, what is this? Let's actually look. This tree planted in memory of Randall Martin. Oh, wow, that is so cool. Well, that just made my day. That's right. I have this little clip right there. I feel like I'm gonna use it for something. I don't know, it just feels like I will. How nice. That is so nice. Wow, that just like motivated me. I am so glad I didn't quit today. I would have not seen that note. Everything happens how it should. Well, that just put a little pep in my step. And you know what I just realized? It is the day before I'm done. And all of you who have followed me continuously know what the day before I'm done means. That is when nature likes to throw in all the obstacles, because you know now it's raining and I've had literally spider webs all day, like all, and it's raining. Okay, so yeah. Look at that beautiful sky though. Yes, it's privy cover time. It's 4:59 and I have 5.1 miles to get to the spot I wanted to get to, but it's a little bit drizzly. I mean 5 o'clock, I could make it there by 6:45 or something like that if I just would keep moving now, but like I have spider webs everywhere. Like everywhere, like all over my body. Like last night, it was itching everywhere. Well, how you doing? You are adorable. It is, I'm about, oh my God, look at this. Do you see? Do you see these spiders? Like just, my gosh. I was going to say, I'm 0.3 from a camp spot. Today has been torture when it comes to spider webs. And I think I'll just leave today's video as that. I should have about 13, 14 miles left in to Dalton tomorrow. And I am ready.